Hey, Service Central Racing fans. So today we decided to talk a little bit more about my helmets and things. Got a pair of shoes here, things that I can do to kind of express myself. Obviously, the helmet's the most popular thing, so I thought I'd talk about them. What you'll see here is that on any of the helmets, the basic design will always be the same. Maybe from one helmet to another, you'll see the stripes will be a little bit different. On this helmet, clearly it's a little more clean cut. The other one, more jagged edges, things like that. But the biggest thing that I do, you'll see, obviously very patriotic person, so the American flag is the most prevalent thing on my helmet. The colors will always be red, white, and blue. The concept of my helmet started where you have this square block in the back is like my dad's helmet. My dad's was always blue here and a red circle on the top. So I kind of kept the same thing, obviously expanded on it quite a lot. The top has the circle, just like Dad's did. And then on the top here, one thing that I always do to showcase my helmets is I'll always change this center circle. So here you can see it's, the ace of cards. Basically, Art Rotundo, who paints my helmets, will always do something a little bit different. Sometimes I leave it up to him. This was one of his designs. This helmet has not been used yet. We ran it one day here at Indy just to kind of break it in. It will be my backup helmet here during the month of May. We'll go to the helmet next that I used for Brazil. So this helmet, as you can see, is extremely dirty from all the weather and the rain and everything that we got in Brazil. And on the top here, this one was my idea. What I wanted to do, this helmet's been used for 4 races now, and I really wanted to highlight the start of the season. So all of these are fireworks. To start the year off right. So I thought that was something pretty fun, pretty interesting to do. We've done anything, we've done palm trees for St. Pete, we've done a lot of crazy things before, but the fireworks allowed me to kind of use it for more races, and obviously being that this helmet finished second at Brazil, it's one I hope to keep for a long time. Last on the helmets that I have here is this one, and this is probably one of my favorite ones I've ever done. Art Rotundo does a great job with the art. Clearly, the American flag is probably my favorite part of it, and then the caricature. For those of you who have followed me for a while now, you've probably seen this quite a lot. We always do something a little bit different. I've never seen this kind of Elvis stance before out of him, but what's so cool is the way, if you look really closely to the actual suit, the suit is spot on to what my real suit is. All the logos are on there, and that's probably kind of the most impressive thing that they do. So this helmet I'll primarily use here at Indy. They're sending me another one that I should receive shortly that will be specifically for the race here at Indy, which will have the 100th anniversary logo on it and some other things. But this one's pretty special. As you can see, a helmet is a great way for us to get our sponsors out there. This is always in images. Any video footage or photos that you'll see, the helmet's always the clear way. So clearly Service Central, Honda, Gale Construction Equipment, they've been a supporter of mine for a long time. Ray Hall Foods, which is my uncle's company that sells a lot of fruit juices, purees, things like that. So that's extremely big for me. And clearly Arai. I use Arai branded helmets. They've done a fantastic job. Their build quality is far better, than anybody else's. So we'll touch on a couple other things here. My shoes. Sparco has always done kind of special shoes for me. You guys have probably seen it over the last few years. We've done American flags. We've done some crazy colors to match my helmets. But this year we've come out with these shoes. As you can see, some of them are red and white and blue and white. And I've kind of mixed them to just kind of create the whole American theme. These are great shoes. They're super comfortable. Some sort of leather, I don't know, but they work really well. Another thing I figured I'd talk about is a lot of you guys wonder all the time about how we listen on the radio in the car and things like that. You can see that these earpieces are molded for our ears. Clearly, every single year we have to get a new pair. They wear out very quickly, and everything changes. But what you see is that there's 2 cables to this. This one is for for the radio, and this one's for accelerometers. Basically what the accelerometer does is it goes in our ear, and during any impact, this will show the doctors exactly what impact our heads have taken, the G-forces and the loads, so that when we go to the medical center, they know exactly what we've been through. If the impact has been large enough where it will be a head injury, there's a little light that comes on in the car that reads through this accelerometer so that the doctors will know to be extremely cautious when they come up to us. And lastly, I thought I'd show you kind of how we have it in the trucks, the lockers that we use. As you can see, I've got my 4 suits here. All the sponsors on the sleeves here. Obviously proud to have Colt on board. They're going to be on board with us on my suit for the remainder of the year, on the car just for here in Indy. The team does a great job supplying plenty of polos and jackets, this, that, and the other. And then obviously any sort of long underwear or Nomex that I need. All my shoes. Got some flashy silver ones down here that I haven't used yet, and I'm not sure that I have the guts to use. These are actually the shoes that I currently am using, and you can see how beat up they get from being used in the car all the time. These have gone through not even 4 races yet, and they already look like this. So there'll be a couple more races on them, and then that'll be it. So that's about it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Certainly through my Twitter or through Service Central Racing on Facebook. You guys can give us some suggestions on what you want to see on the video blogs from here on out. Obviously, as we come up with more helmet designs, we'll show you guys some more because that's always exciting. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it today, and I'm sure we'll talk to you tomorrow.